Hello. I just think you just like being picked up in the oh, don't get fussy with each other. Tux. Tux, come here, buddy, so I can lift you. Hi. I tried to convince Marty or Morris to come over to the bricks where there's the same food and, well, minus the chicken, but they said no, we like to eat up here with Tux. Poor Tux. If he would hop up first, I had a really hard time getting him to the bowl this morning because by the time I picked him up and sent him up there, the other two were up there and there's only but so much room. But anyway, he's eating now and he's got his food, so I'm looking out for my boy. Hey, Stripey. He goes, I'm not getting up there with the rest of them. I had to trim that back a little bit with the berries and how big it got again this year. I was, I was having to stop a little short on backing Ruby up and not backing into the branches. So I hated to do it but it is what it is. Yeah. Hey, buddy. I watered a few more things this morning. It looks like we've got a chance of rain on Sunday. If we get rain on Sunday, that'll be good. If it goes too much past Sunday, well, then I'll have to kick in a little more, I think. Hi, bud. Hi. Hi. Hello, front yard. I didn't really walk down there today. I didn't walk any farther than the maple tree on the corner here and around to the other side. I didn't cross the bridge this morning. I need a chicken from Harris Teeter, so we're probably going to walk the Greenway Trail since our trail's still closed and stop at Harris Teeter. Since we have to go to town anyway, that works out pretty good. Nothing else in particular on the agenda today. No appointments. Johnny updated the calendar with his schedule, so I'll have a feeling of when might be a good time to text him, or, if I see weather coming, maybe clue him in or something. Anyway, Mom just likes to know what classes and when, and he didn't mind sharing. So, Physics 2, Calculus 3, Mechanics, and I believe it's a Geology, but not the introductory one. So that's a general education. And then the physics lab. So I think that's going to equate to 13 hours. Full-time student status, plenty heavy workload, considering the classes, I feel, for sure. And the only bad thing is Friday he's supposed to be going from 8 a.m. until 5:15, and of course there's a break in there for lunch. It's not solid the whole day, but it's pretty busy with the physics lab, the weekly lab session being at the end. So I imagine by the time he's done on Fridays, he's going to be plenty tired, mentally and probably physically too. Good morning. Hi. Here's fresh food. Hard to get you in the frame. There we go. Good morning. Good morning, sweet pea. Hi. We are out on the trail and ready to rock and roll. Let's go. It's 11:30. It's starting to heat up.
Yeah. But the humidity is not super bad.
Right. The humidity is still... No, I don't know that that's true either. But okay. Well, for 11:30 in the morning, there's still a decent amount of shade over here.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
Yeah.
Appreciating it.
Yeah.
Do you have any other words this morning?
Well, we better hurry up and finish because it's going to get over and we're going to lose our shade really quick.
The only thing making this walk okay is the shade. I can't tell for sure, but I'm pretty sure straight ahead at the water there's some milkweed flower, old school pink variety, not that we had growing along the roadside in New Jersey before they eradicated it. we're going to turn around at the dam like we have been. It's way too hot in the middle of the day to be walking out in the sun over to the high school. In the fall, it's different. In the fall, we start to feel, oh wow, it feels great out here. Let's go a little farther today. Yeah. That ain't going to be today, though. Oh, there's butterflies. Some of these yellow cabbage sulfur. Anyway, the ones that rarely like to stay still for long and are impossible to get good photos of for me. Definite difference since we were over here, I guess last weekend. It's not been quite a week, I don't think. Water is still coming over, but not like it was. It's one of those, well, I guess you can't say not a cloud in the sky, but there's not a lot of clouds in the sky.
Very sunny day.
Yep. And Don says, let's get off of here and back in the shade.
Correct.
I'm over my allotted Pokemon Go and video picture taking time. The Pokestop to end the route is at the dam, so we have to physically walk over to the dam to finish that and restart it, and it takes me a couple minutes. Don's used to it.
Yeah.
And these guys are getting a little bit of shade over here. Mallard females and maybe a Muscovy mallard hybrid. The one here on the end of the bench. Hi guys. Or girls actually, as the case may be. Well, at least at the end of this walk there's something pretty to look at. I walk all that distance at South Park and it's not exactly aesthetically pleasing.
Doesn't really change.
Huh?
The scenery really doesn't change.
Nope. Oh, that was such a big yawn you had there. We're home. Groceries from Harris Teeter, and this one had house privileges while we were gone because he's good for 1 to 2 hours, especially after he's eaten and walked around the yard and used the bathroom. And when he settles up here, he settles for a while. So I asked him if he wanted to go when he didn't move, so I left him in place. Good boy, good boy. I'm going to work on my building some more. Probably start by making a few more grandfather clocks. There's one here that's pretty neat. And then start on the second floor. It's going to require changes for me to be satisfied with it. That's all I can say. So it probably will be slow going. You know, this one really turned into something as I got the rest of the walls up and the windows on and such. It didn't start out looking like much. And the second floor is going to go along with that too. I'm stopping for the night. I've got the floor done and just starting the walls. I had a lot of these dark tan squares with the jumper, the dot in the middle. So I decided to use those. If I'd had enough without the jumper dot, I would have, but I didn't. And I think it makes for an interesting geometric pattern. As long as it's uniform, I'm good. So I put the outside border where more grandfather clocks can go. This is obviously going to be a wall here. And there's a little, like a back walkway, a door here. I'm going to totally redo the back side of this building. It's on this floor is just ugly. And I'm going to do better. It probably won't look as good as the front of another building, but it will look nice for the back side. And oops. I accidentally snapped something off. It's not hard to put back. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna stop for tonight. It's all Don's fault. He put on this video from the history guy about pumpkin spice, and I just happened to have bought some Virtuo Nespresso pumpkin spice. I'm going to share it with Don while our steaks are cooking.
Ah, well, Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yum.
After we had this humongous porterhouse steak, I told Don I wanted to go walk just around the track.
Right.
Maybe 3 times, maybe a mile.
Yeah, let's do a mile.
Yeah, let's do a mile. Just enough to post-dinner movement.
Right.
I just felt like it. It's not stinking miserable.
No, it's not.
So this is an EQB 350 and the license plate is electric with 2 3s. As I'm sure the other is taken. Don said it didn't have much of a...
I didn't see the exhaust pipe, and I've been on it.
And it didn't have much of a grill, which is why we paid it attention. There's a C-Max over here. We walked the track twice and we walked around the building once. We probably hadn't walked around the building in the last month, so that was good for us to get that done, and we're plenty elevated exercise now. Yeah, well, I've got more steps than you, and I'm over 10,000 also. I told Don we should experiment, try to come out in the evenings for an extra mile.
Yeah.
See how that affects our morning blood sugar and my weight. Well, and Don's weight too. We splurged on ice cream sundaes, probably a few too many Sundays in a row.
Right. Not this week, but yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm feeling it's still 85 out there according to Jules. It's not horrible by any stretch, but we bent over and picked up a whole nother Walmart bag full of trash, and I broke a sweat. We were right at a mile. Ooh. Well, the only thing is it was supposed to print as this suspended skeleton, and it doesn't look very suspended to me. Let me check it out. I printed this to go to Michelle's house, and it's pretty cool, but it's not suspended. The little strings to hold it up aren't there. I don't know why. I'll probably have Don drill a hole in it, and we'll hang it by a piece of filament. The hand is pretty spooky.